Greetings everyone, Brett here, and we're back with another 5-minute review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a kit that is extremely large, barely fits on my workbench, and absolutely does not fit within my camera view, and that is the Bandai Perfect Grade RX78 Gundam. This is the Perfect Grade Unleashed kit, and let me tell you, this kit is packed full with a lot of cool features, a lot of interesting things, and the box art absolutely does a wonderful job of trying to sell you on the kit. And opening the kit, you were just treated to an immense amount of plastic. Now, we're not going to be able to get through every single frame in this video. We just don't have the time. So I'm going to try and highlight some of the more unique or important frames here. But starting off, we're going to do this metal plated frame here, which looks really nice. I like that it's not like super chromed out, but it still has some shine to it. It's got a little tint of like warmth in there. Moving on, we do have additional frames here with white color. This is exterior armor bits and things like that. Overall, the quality here is really high. The parts all look really nice. Zero flash or any kind of like mold defects that I can find. You do get a couple of nice figures here, two seated and two standing. The quality here is pretty nice. I mean, you can really pick out the features and whatnot. So the figures are great looking. Here are the beam saber blades, as they were. Internal framing parts. So there are layers and layers and layers of how the kit's actually built up. And so you got internal parts there. Here's a lot of the electronic stuff. I'm not going to take these ones out of the packaging because I just don't want to risk losing some of these parts. But this kit does have lighting effects inside, and so it's got multiple batteries, and it's all basically plug and play. You do get a few poly caps here. Not as many as you'd find like on smaller kits, but nevertheless you do get a few. Here are some multicolored frames. So we got yellows and blues. Again, quality here all looks really nice. Like all the engraved details are pretty nice and pretty crisp. I would say overall though, in general, the parts all feel a little chunky, and it might just be because of how big this thing actually is. But take that for what it is. Regardless, everything looks nice. Here are all the hand parts. It is unfortunate that you do not get articulated hands, so they are single pose hands, but the hands are built up through multiple layers, just like everything else on the kit. So those were just like some of the external bits. Here are some clear parts here. And moving on, we have another frame here of metallic. This is molded metallic. It's not plated, and it's kind of like a dull bronze. More internal structure bits for like legs and arms and things. Here's the shield. You can see it's pretty much as big as the palm of my hand there. So you can kind of get a sense for how large this kit actually builds up to be. And here is a very high chrome. I tried very hard not to get my fingerprints all over this, but you can just see how shiny this is. You will need to exercise extreme caution when removing these parts from the frame, so that you minimize the damage to the chrome. But these are all like internal hand parts. The black parts we looked at earlier kind of sandwich over that. Here's some like a rose gold type plated stuff. This one almost looks like they didn't fully coat it. Like there's a little bit of the white plastic showing through in some places. It just looks kind of thin. I don't know if that's on like intentional, but just an observation. More colored parts, yellow. We got the cool star emblem that goes on the shield. These clear bits are for the engines, like the little engine nozzles on the backpack. And more internal frame bits for like the head and things. Here we have parts for the gun, make up the gun's handle. Additional parts here. These are just like exterior armor plates and gun parts. Again, overall quality's looking pretty good. I do like some of like the internal, like the back sides of things get their own parts here. Here's like the back side of the shield. I call it internal framing that it portrays. Kind of cool. You do get a set of self-adhesive photo etch parts. Some of these are really nice because you actually have light shining through some of these, so it'll be cool to get like the grate, the light shining through the grates. You get some foil stickers. These are self-adhesive. Very nice and shiny. You can see my happy mug there. You also get a set of these plastic stickers, again self-adhesive. So these go on like various detail bits throughout the build. And then finally you get some clear self-adhesive stickers. It's a real shame that you don't get any water slide decals in this, but I'm sure you can find some aftermarket decals to use instead of the stickers. So let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction book. And when I say this is a book, I mean it is a beefy book. And the first few pages are dedicated to the kit, to explaining the features, all the neat things that you can do with this kit, all the optional things. So here's like the different subframes building all the way up to the fully realized Gundam, all the different things that can open up all the panels, access areas, the lighting system here. What's neat about the lighting system is you can actually choose from multiple colors. You can choose to have like the engines lit up, the beam sabers, the eyes. I mean, it's impressive. You do get the little core fighter as well, which is nice, as well as the gun and weapons. So the instructions, you really have to pay attention to each step that you're doing, just because there's a lot of information that the instructions are throwing at you, lots of parts going on. So you really want to take your time on this, make sure that you're really studying the instructions, because if you miss one part early on, it can have issues later on in the build, and you don't want to have to backtrack through dozens and dozens and dozens of parts. So anyways, great looking kit. If you're interested, head on over to mrshobby.com, check it out, or check out thousands of other kits just like it. And we'll see you guys on the next review. Hope you're all having a great week. Take care. We'll see you later.